NHL legend Brett Hull has stepped directly into one of hockey's most debated topics, and he did not hesitate with his response. The question of whether Wayne Gretzky could dominate in today's NHL continues to resurface, and Hull made it clear that he finds the debate almost laughable. In his view, not only would Gretzky survive in the modern game, he would still be untouchable. Gretzky's status as the greatest player of all time remains intact for many fans, even after Alex Ovechkin surpassed his all-time goals record. While that milestone shifted one part of the conversation, Gretzky still sits alone atop the points leaderboard, a gap that feels nearly impossible to close. Hull, who competed against Gretzky and even spent time as his teammate, believes those numbers would only grow if Gretzky played today. Speaking on the Ice Guardians podcast, Hull dismissed the idea that past eras were weaker or easier. He emphasized that Gretzky's success was never about brute strength or physical dominance. It was about vision, deception, and intelligence. Hull explained that Gretzky played a game of illusion, drawing defenders one way and instantly exploiting space elsewhere. According to Hull, if Gretzky were playing now, Ovechkin would still be chasing him rather than passing him. Hull went deeper, recalling conversations with Gretzky about his unique awareness on the ice. He described how Gretzky could collect the puck in his own zone, scan the ice once, and then distribute perfect passes without ever looking again. His understanding of player movement and positioning was so advanced that he seemed to operate several steps ahead of everyone else. That kind of hockey IQ, Hull believes, transcends eras. Former Toronto Maple Leafs captain Wendell Clark echoed those sentiments, reinforcing the idea that Gretzky's greatness would translate seamlessly. Clark noted that unlike modern stars who often battle through traffic using speed or strength, Gretzky rarely had to. He could drift through an entire game without being physically engaged, yet still end the night as the most impactful player on the ice. Clark pointed out that Gretzky could avoid the front of the net, avoid heavy contact, and still be the primary reason goals were scored. The comparison to modern superstars only strengthens the argument. Players like Sidney, Crosby, Ovechkin, and Connor McDavid dominate by cutting through defenders and embracing physical battles. Gretzky dominated by eliminating the need for those battles altogether. His anticipation allowed him to exist where the defense was not, rather than where it was strongest. Hull also added an interesting twist to the conversation, suggesting Gretzky could have been even more prolific. He joked that Gretzky played with a stiff, outdated stick that barely flexed. Despite that, he was still an elite shooter. Hull believes that with modern equipment, Gretzky's goal and point totals could have reached levels that feel almost fictional today. In Hull's eyes, records alone do not define greatness. Gretzky's assist totals still exceed the total points of any other player in history, a statistic that borders on unbelievable. No matter how the game evolves, Hull is convinced that Wayne Gretzky's vision, creativity, and understanding of hockey ensure his place at the top forever.